Another day, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Dee. I make lifestyle content that chronicles my everyday life, and I also do reviews on Black and brown owned businesses. So if that's something that you like, make sure that you like the video. Make sure that if you want to stick around, you subscribe to the channel and turn the notification bell on so that you're notified every single time I upload a video. Number one, thank you guys for so much love on the South Africa debrief video. Actually, let me take this off. I do get dressed, guys. I do get dressed. I know I'm in that robe a lot, but it's just because I get cold pretty often. But thanks for all the love on the South Africa debrief video. I just put it out last night, and I was just super stoked that you guys, kind of share the love or can feel the love through the camera that I have for South Africa, and just like the desire that we have to be able to explore other African cultures and countries and people and languages and food and everything else. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for just being such dope people and showing me love on that. I'm actually going to be responding to comments on that video over the next, probably until the end of the week. Today's Tuesday. I have a short week this week, so I'm pretty stoked about that. But there are a couple things that I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about today, and so let's just get into it. So I'm trying to keep my videos short and sweet. Even like okay, here's the thing. I'm trying to find a good balance between short videos and longer videos. So I think now that we're in the new year, now that I'm kind of evolving a little bit, just a little bit on my editing and stuff, I think I'm going to try to keep videos between like 15 to 20 minutes. But anyways, so I'm just about to go on my lunch break. I'm just kind of tying up some loose ends really quickly. But first off, I have been kind of digging being on TikTok these days. And I don't think I've talked about this in previous videos or anything like that, because when it comes to TikTok, I wasn't really anticipating posting videos on there. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to start posting videos, especially since, we had this whole kind of Black Girl Follow train thing, and, lots of people followed me on there, which is really weird because I'm just like, I'm not interesting. Y'all hear from me all the time on this channel. I'm boring as hell. I don't have anything going on. I'm always in this room. Maybe one day that'll change. I don't know. But like, y'all know I don't really have much going on, so I don't want to bore people too much with my life. I participated in the Black Girl Follow train. I still follow like tons of people. I think I follow at least 10 to 15 people a day, just because I just love us. You know what I mean? Whether they're here in the States, down in the Caribbean, down in South America, Europe, Asia, or in Africa, I don't really care. If you're a Black girl, if you're a Black man, and I like what you're about, most likely going to follow you, okay? And I'm going to try to like engage with your content as much as I possibly can. But anyways, so over there, it just kind of allowed me to be exposed to some other kind of Black owned businesses that I may have otherwise not been exposed to if I was just kind of doing a Google search. So one of the things that I wanted to talk about was those African, like, what are they called? They're African net sponges. And they're basically like these nets, essentially, right? That you can use in place of exfoliating gloves and loofahs, kind of like the plastic ones that you get from the grocery store that are only like $1 or a pound or €1 or something like that. I kept seeing ads on TikTok about this from a couple different retailers. I think the most common one that I've seen on TikTok is from Cece's Closet NYC. I'm pretty sure that's the name of the business. If it's not, I'll correct it and I'll put it like in here. I'll put it in the description bar, whatever. I'll have the information. I wanted to obviously support a Black owned business, and I wanted to start using things that'll kind of last me a little bit longer than just 30 to 60 days. I remember that when I was ready to make a purchase for these nets, because I had seen them so often, I was going to go on TikTok and try to find them out, find what company made them and purchase from them. So for some reason, I don't know, like I didn't know, Cece's Closet at the time. I'm only remembering now because I've already made a purchase and I've already used some, but I didn't purchase from them. But I couldn't for some reason find Cece's Closet, and so I was just kind of scouring all over, and then I came across another ad for a place called Oma's Cosmetics that was selling these African net sponges. So I made a purchase from them like a couple weeks back. And I've been using this for, I'd say maybe a week and a half. And I was going to wait until I had used it for like 30 days to come on here and kind of talk to you guys about it and get on TikTok and talk about it like maybe sometime this week. I love it. Because the thing that really kind of intrigued me about it was the fact that they were saying it's more hygienic than the gloves and the loofah, and it lasts longer. So I was like, okay, I gotta put this to the test and see what they're talking about. And I think I realize now why it's more hygienic and why it lasts longer. Because let me tell you, this thing dries like that. okay. Like, I mean, obviously it takes a little bit longer for it to dry. It's, you know, might take like an hour or so for it to dry, like completely dry, but it's dry. I was like, yo, this is so crazy. And okay. I'm just so excited about it, which is why I can't get my words out. So I'm sorry if I'm just kind of stumbling over my words. It lathers up like that, just like a loofah, just like, you know, exfoliating gloves would be. And it feels really nice. Like, it's a really nice exfoliation. I feel like it's not as harsh. This is like a super happy medium. So not only does it dry quickly, so it's not kind of harboring all that bacteria, it lathers really nicely, it exfoliates really nicely, and the kicker is, y'all know that I have dry skin, but the kicker is, I feel like I'm not super dry when I come out the shower. So on one of these, you know, many ads for these different kind of retailers that supply African net sponges, they would show before and after pics of people kind of what their legs would look like normally after using like a washcloth or, you know, some sort of other exfoliating agent versus the African net sponge. And that's what got me, because people are like, oh, you know, I'm normally really ashy when I come out of the shower. Like, obviously I'm cleansed, but like my skin is dry. But then with this, you know, there's like a natural luster. You don't feel oily, like whatsoever. You feel completely cleansed, but your skin is not stripped. It's like some sort of supernatural thing. I can't even explain it. And like I said, I have super dry skin. So I was like, I'm going to use this thing all over my body for, you know, a couple days to a week, see how it is, and then go from there. Within the first like 2 days, that's when I noticed that I was not as dry coming out of the shower. And like, I remember I was on my leg and I was going like this, you know, because it's like, you know, you kind of like, not scratch yourself, but kind of try to make yourself ashy. And I'm telling you guys, I was not ashy at all. And I was pressing hard on my skin, you know, to try to make some ash come up. It wasn't coming up. And if there was, it was super light. Super light. And then because it's just kind of this natural luster to your skin, I don't know, it makes like butters and oils and everything that you put on your skin that much better. Oh, just chef's kiss. But yeah, like, I love it so much, and I'm so glad that I purchased one, and, you know, to be able to use that in addition to the soaps from Urban Eden, and just knowing that my kind of bathing experience is very black is wonderful to me. I know I've probably talked for way too long about an African net sponge, but I'll link the ones that I bought down below, because I bought one for me and I bought one for my boo. And, you know, you guys can kind of shop and look at all the different colors that they have. But I just love how it has worked so well for my skin. Hey folks, it's my lunch. I'm currently eating a tuna sandwich. Why is this so dark? Tuna sandwich, pickle, watermelon. Very healthy, very much like a school lunch type lunch for, you know, a 10-year-old child. But anyways, hopefully I don't have anything in my teeth. That would be hella embarrassing, wouldn't it? Hold on. This vlog is all about our anniversary, as you would have seen in the title of the video, which I completely forgot to talk about because I was just so excited to tell you guys about the African net sponge. At this point, your girl and her boo have been married for a year. So excited. It's been like the quickest year. Actually, my desk is currently at standing status, so everything is like super high. But anyways, yeah, so just celebrated our first year of marriage, which is wonderful. God blessed me with, honestly, like the best man out there. I mean, you guys have seen him in the vlogs. I just kind of wanted to tell you guys about what we did during our anniversary. So we were looking for an opportunity to get out of the house and do something in celebration of us. So at first, I was thinking about having us do a cooking class. And so there's a place called Sur La Table and Williams-Sonoma here in the States that are kind of like upscale-ish kitchen places where you can get, you know, pots, pans, silverware, you know, glassware, all that kind of stuff. And they also hold cooking classes, especially Sur La Table. Like, I feel like that's more popular than Williams-Sonoma. So I was looking at them, but then they can be kind of pricey. Like anywhere from like 65, 70 USD to upwards of like 100 and something per person. And that can get really expensive. And you guys know that we budget for everything. I tend to like go for cheaper options when it comes to activities and stuff. So I was kind of hemming and hawing about paying that price for us to do cooking classes. I was kind of looking at other places outside of these two retailers for cooking classes, so ones that kind of have like are scheduled by private chefs, and seeing what those prices were like, and those were a little bit cheaper and had more options than what these other places were offering. So at first I was thinking, okay, I'm going to do one of these kind of private chef ones, and then that's when she gave us the gift card, and I was like, oh, perfect, let's do this instead. The one that we went to is located in downtown Austin, which is one place we never go to because it's downtown Austin. Like, I don't really go there. You know, it was just a great time for us to just get out of the house, be downtown. The evening was really beautiful. It was like perfect weather. It was maybe a little bit on the chilly side, but not too crazy cold. So it was perfect. So we get there, you know, we're just kind of walking like, you know, from the parking lot to the place because it was literally like around the corner from where we parked. And, you know, I had already booked a reservation and everything, so we didn't have to wait or anything like that. And it wasn't super, super busy. Like there were people in there, but it didn't feel like people were on top of each other and that there was like a line out the door of people waiting. So we get there, get our table gets is ready, you know, for us to be sat at, and we sit down. And now this isn't the first Brazilian steakhouse that we've gone to. The first one that we've gone to together was actually in South Africa, and I forget the name. I'll have to find out what the name was and then put it up on the screen, because it was in Melrose Arch. We went there the first time we went to South Africa. So yeah, we get to our table, we're sat down. The guy, our server, gets us drinks. So I had a Brazilian lemonade, which is, oh my gosh, it's so good. So good. But anyways, so we get our drinks, and then the guy's kind of explaining to us the experience, because the type, like, you can go there and just get like, you know, regular entrees and appetizers and stuff, but most people go to a Brazilian steakhouse for the churrasco experience, which is when they, you know, bring the stuff around on the skewer and then slice it, and then, you know, you eat from there. So and that's what the gift card was for. He's explaining the stuff to us. As he's like kind of explaining that to us, you know, he's like, okay, in the meantime, while you're waiting for the guys to come around with the meat, you know, I'm going to give you some sides. So he gave us some garlic mashed potatoes, which were really good. He gave us polenta fries and caramelized bananas, which I loved the caramelized bananas because bananas are my favorite fruit. So having them caramelized and bring out that extra sweetness was just great. And then of course they brought around the meat and all of that. But in addition to this meal, it gave us access to their feijoada bar. I'm not saying that right at all, but I'll have the spelling and everything on the screen so you guys know what I'm talking about. But basically it's like a salad bar or like a cold bar or something like that. They have like all these different like pickled like peppers and olives and fruit and cheese and some meats like prosciutto. I think there was maybe some smoked duck or something, I'm not sure. Yeah, it was just like a plethora of things, right? And like, I love meat, don't get me wrong, I'm a meat eater, but I mean, I don't need to be like eating just meat and like just potatoes, right? Like I need to have some sort of nourishment in there. So it was just really funny that like after maybe the fourth meat came out, I was like done with meat, because I was just like, I really want to eat something else, you know? I mean, the food was good, the meat was good, but it was like I needed something else. So I'm really glad that this kind of salad bar was a part of the churrasco dinner experience. And the really nice thing about it was the guy had asked us, you know, are we celebrating anything? And I said, it's our anniversary. And he was like, okay, that means that, you know, you guys can get dessert on us, which was really nice of them to do. Once we were kind of done with dinner and we had our fill of food, they brought out creme brulee, because that's what my boo wanted. And because I was doing pretty good with the dairy and everything at that point, I was like, I'm not really gonna get dessert. I think I'm okay for now. If I want something sweet, I can maybe eat some fruit or something when I get back home. You know, they gave us, you know, our plate. It said happy anniversary on it, which was really cute. And my boo tore up the creme brulee because it was really good. And then, you know, we just went home and just chilled out and watched movies and TV, because that's all we literally do. But that was really just like our anniversary. Was super chill. Like I told you guys, this holiday season, because like holiday season for the States starts in September. So, you know, we have Labor Day in September, we have Halloween in October, we have Thanksgiving in November, we have Christmas and New Year's-ish in December/January, and then we just had Martin Luther King Day yesterday. It's just like a lot of holidays. And then of course, you know, we celebrate an anniversary now. We've just been wanting things to be extremely chill, nothing too crazy or anything like that. So I'm just really glad that we've been able to just kind of chill out, you know, during this past holiday season. But yeah, it was a super chill anniversary. The food was really good. There was like one cut of steak, and I can't remember what it was. It might have been ribeye or something, that was really, really good. Like so flavorful. It was cooked to perfection. Crust on the outside was perfect. It was just perfect in every way. Like if I could eat that every day, I would. Now, whenever we get back to South Africa, you know, say we're there during like holiday time or something, it'll be really interesting to see what it's like over there, see how Christmas is being celebrated over there and New Year's, and you know, maybe there might be some holidays that South Africans celebrate that we don't celebrate that we can, you know, kind of learn about. That'll be kind of fun too, and all of that. Plus, it'll also be different because Christmas is during their summertime when Christmas for us is during wintertime. Anyways, that's just kind of a little bit of what we did on our anniversary, and honestly just how chill it was, because that's just who we are. We just don't do a lot, and I'm okay with that.